Did you know that 77% of people regularly experience physical symptoms caused by stress? In our fast-paced digital world, stress has become a constant companion for many of us. It's like a shadow that follows us around, slipping into our daily lives, affecting our mood, productivity, and even our health. But what if there was a way to take control, to turn the tables on stress? Enter the world of biohacking. This isn't about becoming a cyborg or genetically modifying yourself. Biohacking is about optimizing your life and health using an understanding of your own biology. It's about harnessing what we know about the human body and mind to improve mental resilience, especially when it comes to managing stress. Through this lens, stress doesn't have to be a looming specter, but a challenge that we can tackle head-on. So how can we biohack our way to better mental resilience? Let's dive in. Stress. It's a word we use often, but do we really understand what it is and how it impacts our health? Stress, in its simplest form, is the body's reaction to any change that requires an adjustment or response. It's like an alarm that goes off when our well-being is threatened, mobilizing our body to face the challenge. This response is a natural part of life, and believe it or not, it's not always a bad thing. Think of it as a survival mechanism. When you're in danger, stress can kickstart your fight or flight response, giving you the energy to confront or flee from the situation. This is known as acute stress. It's short-term, and once the threat is gone, your body returns to its normal, relaxed state. However, not all stress is as fleeting or beneficial. Chronic stress is a different beast altogether. It's long-term, persistent, and can be triggered by numerous factors like work pressures, personal problems, or even just the hustle and bustle of daily life. Unlike acute stress, chronic stress doesn't let up. It keeps the body in a constant state of alert, causing wear and tear that over time can lead to serious health problems. Chronic stress can disrupt nearly every system in your body. It can suppress your immune system, upset your digestive and reproductive systems, increase the risk of heart attack and stroke, and speed up the aging process. It can even rewire the brain, leaving you more vulnerable to anxiety, depression, and other mental health problems. But here's the thing, stress isn't always obvious. You might not even realize how much it's affecting your health until it's too late. That's why recognizing stress, understanding its triggers, and knowing how it manifests in your body is so crucial. It's the first step towards reclaiming control over your well-being. Recognizing stress is the first step. Now let's look at how we can turn the tables on stress with biohacking. Biohacking stress is about understanding how stress affects our bodies and minds and using that knowledge to our advantage. Now let's delve into the fascinating science behind it all. Stress is a physiological response that prepares us for potential threats. When we perceive a stressful situation, our body's fight or flight response kicks in. This involves a complex series of hormonal and neurological changes. Our adrenal glands release hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which increase heart rate, blood pressure, and glucose levels, priming the body for immediate action. But what happens when these stress responses become chronic? Our bodies aren't designed to be in a constant state of emergency. Over time, chronic stress can lead to a host of health problems, including heart disease, diabetes, and even mental disorders like depression and anxiety. And here's where the brain comes into play. You see, our brain is the master controller of the stress response. It communicates with the rest of the body through neurotransmitters, chemical messengers that transmit signals across nerve cells. Stress can disrupt this delicate communication system. For example, it can reduce levels of serotonin, a neurotransmitter that contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness, leading to mood disorders. Okay, so we know stress can wreak havoc on our bodies and minds. But here's the good news, we can influence these processes. This is where the concept of biohacking stress comes in. Biohacking is all about optimizing our health, performance, and well-being using science and self-experimentation. It's about making small, incremental diet or lifestyle changes to make significant improvements in our health and well-being. And when it comes to stress, biohacking aims to help us better manage our stress levels and improve our mental resilience. So how do we biohack stress? It starts by understanding our own stress responses. This can involve tracking physiological markers like heart rate and cortisol levels to identify stress triggers. It also involves understanding how our lifestyle choices, like diet, exercise, sleep, and even our thoughts, can influence these stress responses. Once we know what triggers our stress and how our bodies respond, we can start to implement strategies to manage it. This might involve dietary changes to stabilize blood sugar levels, cognitive behavioral techniques to reframe negative thinking patterns, or even biofeedback techniques to train our bodies to respond to stress more effectively. Biohacking stress isn't about eliminating stress entirely. That's not possible, nor is it desirable. After all, stress can be a powerful motivator and can help us perform better under pressure. Instead, biohacking stress is about managing our stress levels in a way that supports our overall health and well-being. By understanding the science of stress, we can biohack our way to better mental resilience. Let's explore some techniques. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful biohacking tools for stress management. But what are they exactly? In the simplest terms, mindfulness is the practice of intentionally focusing your attention on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. Meditation, on the other hand, is a set of techniques that are intended to encourage a heightened state of awareness and focused attention. These practices may seem abstract or even mystifying, but their benefits are concrete and scientifically proven. Mindfulness and meditation can help reduce stress, improve concentration, increase self-awareness, and promote emotional health. They can even lead to structural changes in the brain that enhance mental resilience. Let's delve a bit deeper to understand how. When you engage in mindfulness or meditation practices, you're essentially training your brain. Just as physical exercise strengthens the body, these mental exercises can strengthen the brain. They help you learn how to shift your focus away from stressors and towards a state of calm and relaxation. Just imagine your mind as a busy highway, filled with thoughts racing by like cars. Mindfulness and meditation allow you to step back and observe the traffic without getting caught up in it. This helps you break free from the cycle of stress and anxiety, giving your mind the space it needs to rest and recover. There are many different types of meditation techniques that you can explore. One of the most common is focused attention meditation, where you concentrate on a single thing such as your breath, a word or phrase, or even an object. This helps quiet the mind and fosters a sense of inner peace. Progressive relaxation, also known as body scan meditation, is another technique. Here, you gradually relax each part of your body and release stored tension. This can be particularly beneficial for those who hold stress in their bodies and have trouble relaxing. Loving kindness meditation, or metta meditation, is yet another technique where you focus on developing feelings of compassion and love for yourself and others. This can be a powerful antidote to stress, anger, and frustration. The beauty of these techniques is their flexibility. You can practice them anywhere, at any time. Whether it's a few moments in the morning, during your lunch break, or before bedtime, every bit counts. But how does this all tie back to biohacking and stress? Well, research has shown that regular mindfulness and meditation can actually rewire the brain. These practices can increase the density of gray matter in areas associated with learning, memory, and emotion regulation. They can also reduce the size of the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for stress and fear responses. In a nutshell, mindfulness and meditation are like a gym for your brain. They help build mental muscles for resilience, enabling you to better handle stress when it comes your way. With consistent practice, mindfulness and meditation can significantly reduce stress. Another powerful tool is controlled breathing. Believe it or not, the way we breathe can drastically influence our stress levels. This statement may seem surprising, but let's explore the connection between breathing and stress. Breathing is our body's built-in stress reliever. It is automatic, rhythmic, and one of the few bodily functions we can consciously control. When we're stressed, our breathing often becomes shallow and rapid, leading to a decrease in oxygen levels in the brain, which can further escalate feelings of anxiety and tension. On the other hand, deep and controlled breathing can reverse this process. By consciously changing the way we breathe, we can signal our body to relax, lowering our heart rate and blood pressure, and reducing stress hormones. Now, let's delve into some breathing exercises that can help reduce stress. The first one is deep belly breathing. This technique involves taking slow, deep breaths, allowing your diaphragm to rise and fall, which can help to slow down your heart rate and lower your blood pressure. To practice, simply sit in a comfortable position. Place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Breathe in deeply through your nose, ensuring that your belly rises more than your chest. Then, breathe out slowly through your mouth. Repeat this for a few minutes and you'll likely start to feel a sense of calm wash over you. The next technique is box breathing, a powerful method used by athletes and military professionals to calm their nerves in high-stress situations. This involves inhaling, holding your breath, exhaling, and holding your breath again, each for a count of 4. The uniformity of this technique helps to regulate the breath, promoting relaxation and mental clarity. Incorporating these exercises into your daily routine can bring about a sense of tranquility and help us navigate stress more effectively. It's a simple yet powerful biohack that's right under our nose. By mastering these breathing techniques, we can activate our body's relaxation response. But there's more to biohacking stress than just the mind-body connection. Stay with us as we explore how to biohack your environment in our next section. Our environment plays a crucial role in how we perceive and respond to stress. Imagine a room filled with clutter, loud noises, harsh lighting, and a lack of fresh air. It's not hard to see how such an environment can contribute to stress, right? Now, on the flip side, picture a space that's clean, quiet, softly lit, and filled with plants. Feels much more calming, doesn't it? That's because our physical environment can significantly impact our mental state, and by optimizing it, we can help reduce stress and increase mental resilience. Let's start with the workplace, where many of us spend a considerable chunk of our time. A cluttered desk can lead to a cluttered mind, making it harder to focus and increasing feelings of stress. So, try to keep your workspace tidy, organized, and free from unnecessary distractions. Incorporate elements that promote calm and focus, like a plant on your desk or a picture that brings you joy. Lighting also plays a massive role. Natural light is ideal, but if that's not possible, opt for warm, soft lighting over harsh fluorescence. And don't forget about noise levels. If you can't control the noise around you, consider noise-canceling headphones or a white noise machine. Moving on to your living space, similar principles apply. Keep it clean and clutter-free, use calming colors, and incorporate elements of nature wherever possible. That leads us to the concept of nature exposure. Nature exposure, or spending time in natural environments, has been shown to lower stress levels, improve mood, and enhance cognitive function. But what if you live in a concrete jungle with little access to green spaces? Well, even small changes can make a difference. Start by adding some indoor plants, use nature-inspired art or imagery, or even listen to nature sounds. By biohacking our environment, we can create spaces that promote calm and resilience. And remember, it's not about creating a perfect space, but rather a space that works for you and helps you navigate stress in a healthier, more resilient way. From understanding stress to biohacking our minds, bodies, and environments, we've covered a lot of ground today. We have journeyed through the intricacies of stress, delved into the science of biohacking stress, and explored various techniques and strategies to better manage stress and build mental resilience. This journey has not only been informative, but also empowering, as we now possess the knowledge and tools to take control of our own stress levels. Let's take a moment to reflect on all that we've learned. We started by defining stress, a common aspect of our lives, which can have profound impacts on our mental and physical health. We learned that stress is not inherently bad, but when it becomes chronic, it can lead to a variety of health issues. We emphasize the importance of recognizing and dealing with stress as a crucial aspect of our overall well-being. Next, we delved into the science of biohacking stress. We explored the physiological and neurological aspects of stress, discussing how stress affects neurotransmitters, hormones, and the brain's stress response. We learned that biohacking techniques can positively influence these processes and help us manage our stress more effectively. Then we moved on to discuss mindfulness and meditation. We learned about the numerous benefits of these practices in reducing stress and enhancing our mental resilience. We introduced different meditation techniques suitable for beginners and explained the science behind how these practices can rewire our brain, leading to better resilience. We also discussed the importance of breathing exercises for stress reduction. We explored the connection between breathing and stress and demonstrated various breathing exercises such as deep belly breathing and box breathing. We learned that controlled breathing can activate the body's relaxation response, helping us manage our stress levels. Further, we examined how our environment can contribute to our stress levels. We provided tips on optimizing our workspace and living space for stress reduction and introduced the concept of nature exposure and its positive impact on mental resilience. All these strategies and techniques we've discussed are part of a larger concept known as biohacking. Biohacking is all about understanding your body and mind and using that understanding to optimize your health and well-being. In this case, We're using biohacking to tackle stress. Incorporating these techniques into daily life can make a world of difference in our stress levels and overall well-being. Whether it's taking a few minutes each day to meditate, practicing controlled breathing when feeling stressed, or optimizing our environment to promote relaxation, each of these techniques can contribute to a more balanced and resilient mindset. Remember, stress management is not a one-size-fits-all approach. What works for one person may not work for another. It's about finding what works best for you and integrating those techniques into your routine. Experiment with different techniques, observe how your body and mind respond, and adjust accordingly. This is the essence of biohacking. And so we come to the end of our journey. But remember, this is just the beginning of your own journey towards better stress management and mental resilience. Take what you've learned today, apply it in your life, and observe the changes. With persistence and consistency, you'll see improvement in your stress levels and overall well-being. In conclusion, we encourage you to embrace biohacking as a tool for stress management. It's not about eliminating stress completely, but about understanding it, managing it, and using it as a catalyst for growth and resilience. Incorporating these techniques into daily life can make a world of difference in our stress levels and overall well-being. Stress is a part of life, but it doesn't have to rule our lives. By understanding stress and how it affects us, we can take steps to biohack our way to better mental resilience. We've explored various techniques today, from mindful meditation to breathing exercises and environmental adjustments. Each of these strategies offers a unique approach to stress management. Why not try integrating at least one of these biohacking techniques into your daily routine? You might be surprised at the difference it can make. Remember, it's not about eliminating stress entirely. It's about building resilience and learning how to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and adaptability. If you found this content helpful, don't forget to subscribe. We have plenty more to share on the fascinating world of biohacking, stress management, and mental well-being. Join us again for more insights on biohacking, stress management, and mental well-being. Until then, stay resilient.